related case came before the Supreme Court.
But Ginsburg's best friends say they've never heard him say anything about such issues.
I've never heard him speak to the issue. He's never written about the issue.
An abortion, I don't know. Don't even have a guess.
Ginsburg has been married twice. Neither of his daughters is named Ginsburg. Each has her mother's maiden name. And Ginsburg loves to cook. If he gets in trouble in the Senate, supporters say his personality may be more winning than his philosophy. Carl Stern, NBC News, Washington.
Prime anti-prayer activist groups who defeated Judge Bork may again mount a vicious smear campaign.
Last time, anti-Bork groups got off to a fast start. This time, conservatives say they will.
Conservatives are not going to follow the White House requests as they did with us in Bork. We're not going to sit on the sidelines. We're not going to go quietly into the night. We're going to marshal every resource that we have.
Viguerie promises thousands of phone calls, that's underway, direct mail and TV and radio ads.
Robert Bork wants to be a Supreme Court justice.
People for the American Way, still researching Ginsburg's record, says it's ready for another fight if it decides to oppose him.
Robert Bork was defeated by the widest margin in American history because people believe that he interpreted the law too narrowly. That's one of the things that we need to find out about Ginsburg now.
Confirming Supreme Court justices is a political process. That's the way the Constitution works.
After all, the framers decided to have political agencies, the President and the Senate, play a role in Supreme Court nominations.
It was always political. George Washington nominated John Rutledge, who was dumped by his fellow Federalists for denouncing a treaty they'd approved. A Republican Senate, which disliked President Andrew Johnson, actually cut the size of the court, eliminating a vacancy he'd wanted to fill. Richard Nixon nominated Clement Haynsworth, who lost. Roughly 30 nominees have been rejected over the years, and then nominated G. Harold Carswell, who was attacked and defended as mediocre.
There are a lot of mediocre judges and people and lawyers. Aren't they entitled to a little representation and a little chance? We can't have...
Carswell lost. Senates can reject 2 in a row. But today, Judge Ginsburg won praise from a member of the Judiciary Committee for having mastered at least one Senate ritual.
They've trained you to wear your red tie.
So this fight is just beginning. The researchers in lots of organizations will be digging as deep as they can this weekend into Judge Ginsburg's record. Dan?
Thanks, Bruce.
Like the Northwest Airlines plane, which crashed in Detroit last August. The Continental DC-9 flaps were set correctly. Another question in the air disaster concerned the weather. The FAA says Continental 1713 was de-iced 26 minutes before taking off.